guys, how are you doing this fine Thursday? Hope you're doing good and you're still looting, yeah? Because this free money doesn't need someone who's sleeping on it. Anyway, there's a trick I learned from one of my family members. Me, I like giving credits. Her name is Frida and she's usually very active in the family in Kito and also in Meyo. So I decided to share it with you, okay? So basically, what the trick is, you see, sometimes on Kito and Meyo, messages sometimes they don't trickle in as much as they do sometimes, okay? There are days where messages are very small. Well, let's say small, or the amount you're understanding. So the trick is this: when you go to your settings, down here, your settings, you go to language. You go to language, you change it. For me, the country that I saw was giving me messages a whole lot was Turkey. So I'll click on Turkey and take this one here. So I've changed my language, as you can see, and then the messages will start trickling in. But one thing I want to tell you is this: please, you see the messages have started coming in. That's the trick I learned from her and I'm grateful. You see, that's why I usually tell you, be open to even sharing your ideas. I'm always ready to try. So when you've changed your language like that, you can even just play with it. If that country you've selected is not working, you go again to settings. Right now in Turkey is I can't read that. And the first thing is the language. You can change it to whatever works for you. But please, as you are changing the language on settings, mark where the language settings are so that you don't F up your account, you don't mess it up. So you see, settings is always in the last part when you go to your profile, and the language is the first thing there, okay? And then you take it. So you can play around with these countries you're given here. There's so many, okay? So for me, I've selected Turkey because it gave me a couple of messages yesterday, and maybe I'll try other countries too. Okay, the idea is to earn more diamonds. And another thing I want to show you, let me show you something. Let it load, just be patient. In Kito, their messages will reply and get 0.04 diamonds, and the others will get 0.08, okay? So hope you have understood there. Another thing about Kito, acquiring diamonds is not that hard, but balancing it out, please be balancing it out. Not Kito, sorry, Meyo. Be balancing it out, because if you have not balanced it out, withdrawing, you'll be told to balance it out, they won't give you the money, okay? Or if you had like $10, you'll be told to withdraw 5. Always try and balance it out, okay? And Meyo, you see the way Kito, you can even earn up to even 3,000 diamonds, which is $30, and decide to withdraw in a new month, because in Kito a new month is a new beginning. But for Meyo, it doesn't work like that. So in as much as you're accumulating these free diamonds, try to accumulate even the recharge diamonds too. And recharge diamonds, you can acquire them by receiving calls, yeah. And sometimes when you're inviting people and they're active too, yeah, okay? Because in Meyo, every new month is just continuation. In Kito, every new month, the recharge and the free go back to 0. That's why even if you had like 7,000 diamonds, $70 you withdraw without any hassle at the beginning of a new month. But Meyo is not like that. Meyo is just a continuation. So always try to be balancing it out. And another thing I like to say, if you've seen my balance, I've progressed, because when I withdraw on Sunday on May, I was left with 20 diamonds, and you can see I've already earned like 87 diamonds here on this clipboard, okay? This Sunday I'm not withdrawing neither on Kito or Meyo, because for me, I don't usually withdraw $5. I like withdrawing 10 so that it can go directly to my PayPal. So hope you have understood that trick there. And please set up your profile well, okay? Even your album, set it up well. Okay, and as I've said, when you go to setting, don't mess up your account. If you know you're a person who forgets things quickly, don't try this. When you go to your settings, scroll down your account, scroll down your profile, I mean the settings part. The first thing is the languages here. Okay, let me try. Let's try. I don't know which language is Tieng yet. You just play with it like that, and if you see the messages are not trickling in, you select another language, or you go back to the normal language, which is English. Okay, same case to Kito. Let it load. Just wait for it to load. As you can see, Kito, I'm still guy. If you saw me drill last Sunday on Kito, was left with 400 and something diamonds. As you can see, I've already earned 200 and something diamonds. It's called putting in the work. Also in Kito, and for those who have not joined the family, you can join. There are some slots which are open. Okay, there are some slots which are open. Also in Kito, you go to settings. Let me just say morning to these people here. It's good to be polite. It's always good to be polite, okay? Oh, Jesus. Yes, okay. So, as I was saying, even in Kito, when you go to your profile, and this one down here, settings, the first thing is the language. You can change it up to whatever you want to try, okay? So, hope that trick helps you, okay? Let me try this today and see how it goes. And don't fuck it up, okay? Please don't fuck it up. You've seen its settings where they are, and then when you go to settings, you see settings. Where have I clicked on now? Lord, what have I done? That language has effed me up. You see what I'm talking about? Anyway, I'll figure out a way to set it back up, okay? Anyway, as I was saying, you go to settings. You see, I've even started receiving messages now. Replying here. I don't know what kind of language is this, so I'll just write in English because I don't know. Anyway, that's the trick I wanted to share. Okay, you start seeing messages trickle in, and as you can see now, I've understood. You see the language I've selected, my interface has flipped. So you see, this is the settings where they have gone. They've gone on my left side. Don't confuse this, please. You can see they've gone on my left side. So that's okay. So that's how you move. Some you change them. You see, even now it looks upside down. Is it upside down? I don't even know how it looks right now. Okay, that is how I've changed my language. So be careful with some languages, okay? Anyway, let me go to my profile again and remove this language because it has flipped my interface, and this one can confuse you and you can fuck up your account. This one, I don't know, it's, and the messages are coming in, so let me just change it. Anyway, that's the trick I wanted to show you. It's just that they have flipped my interface. Let me go back to English so that I can go back to normal. You see, it has gone back to normal. There's some languages that are tricky, like the one I have selected. Don't even risk it. Please don't risk it. Because you have seen they are flipping your interface and you'll be confused. And you might fuck up your account if you're not careful. Okay? Just choose Portuguese, Espanol, Turkish, whatever. But those ones that you don't know what even is written there, don't choose them, okay? Anyway, that's the trick I wanted to show you. How you can be getting more messages, okay? And do that when you know readily available to reply messages. Because if you receive so many messages, especially on Kito, and you're not tending to them, they will pause your matchmaking. You see, this one I've changed, the messages are coming in Meyo. That language I've put, I don't even know what the language this is. Okay, anyway, that's the trick I wanted to share. Hope you're still looting also in these two chatting apps, Meyo and Kito. And the advantages of these two chatting apps is that you can always continue accumulating your diamonds in each and every week. There are some chatting apps, I've even tried one, you're given only a week to accumulate the minimum, and if the new week comes without you accumulating the minimum, your balance is taken to 0. That is why there are some chatting apps I don't like trying. Okay, because you are newbie. How will you even get the minimum withdrawal within the first week? So that is why I usually insist to try on Kito and Meyo. Your earnings will always be there for you to continue accumulating them till you're ready to withdraw. I've shown you the trick to get more messages. You choose the languages. Let me even put whatever I was using yesterday, Turkish. I saw the messages were trickling first. Anyway, hope this helps you, okay? And as I said, if you are really serious in Kito and Meyo, like for me in Kito, I withdraw twice in a month. The first time I withdraw like 15, and then the second time I withdraw like 10, or the first time I withdraw like 10 and 15. So in a month I've made like $25 in Kito, okay? But obviously you'll have to minus the fee. So let's say 8.94 plus 13.54. That is, I make 22.44 something dollars every month on Kito. And Meyo, since I've started being serious with it, let's say I make like $17 every month because I draw 10. So if I add those two apps, that is already almost $40 from the two apps in a month, okay? I've not reached the level where I see like the people in the Philippines withdrawing like $70. I don't know what they do, but for me, I withdraw twice every month. Sometimes when you see a person has withdrawn so much, like